Across Georgia, the opioid crisis is shifting. State data shows overdose deaths dropped about 20% from 2023 to 2024. But health officials warn progress is fragile and the danger is not gone. Atlanta News First statewide reporter Abby Soares is live at the state capitol, where legislation is now turning critical dollars into life-saving action inside Georgia schools.
Yeah, well, it started with a bill that was passed here at the state capitol, and now we're starting to see it come into action. It was a bill that was passed that would allow for schools to stock opioid overdose reversal kits.
Inside this room, state leaders and volunteers aren't just packing boxes. They're packing second chances. More than 700 Narcan kits were assembled, now headed to some of Georgia's more than 5,000 elementary, middle, and high schools. Narcan, also known as naloxone, reverses opioid overdoses, restoring breathing within minutes and buying time until help arrives.
Each kit represents a child. Each child has a name. For a parent, that's extremely important.
The urgency is growing, especially for young people. According to the Centers for Disease Control, fatal overdoses involving fentanyl among adolescents have jumped nearly 300%. And by 2022, drug overdoses were the third leading cause of death for teens. Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities Commissioner Kevin Tanner says Narcan's wider availability is making a difference.
People carry it in their car, people have it in their homes, law enforcement, EMS have Narcan available. It's also available without a prescription now.
Even as overdose deaths begin to trend downward, a single loss can devastate a school community. In July 2024, a 15-year-old Dunwoody High School student died of an overdose, and another student was revived by Narcan months later. Fellow student Maddie Cohen created Maddie's Narcan Project, aimed at getting Narcan into every school.
This is something that's needed just as much as AED stations are needed, or just as much as EpiPens are needed in schools.
If a school ever has to use Narcan, staff scan a QR code and a new kit is sent automatically. State leaders say where a child goes to school shouldn't determine whether help is there. Every public school in Georgia will receive Narcan with staff trained to use it.
The kits are paid for by the Georgia Opioid Abatement Trust that takes funds from settlement dollars and makes sure that they're used in order for prevention as well as harm reduction. Live at the state capitol, Abby Soares, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Abby.